Are you tired of trying to fit in? Tired of being told how to dress, how to talk, or who to hang out with? What if I told you, you don't need a crowd to be powerful. You don't need validation to be unstoppable, because today I'm going to show you how to become a Sigma girl, a girl who doesn't follow trends, doesn't chase people, and most importantly, doesn't beg for attention. She attracts it. A Sigma girl is mysterious, independent, and doesn't rely on social approval. Unlike the alpha who commands the room or the beta who follows the crowd, the Sigma moves in silence. And yet, she's the one people can't stop thinking about. She walks into school with quiet confidence, never needing to prove herself. She isn't the loudest, but somehow she's the one everyone notices. Why? Because she stands in her own power. And in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to become that girl. Number 1. The Sigma girl mindset picture. You walk into school and the room doesn't just see you, it feels you. But not because you're the loudest, not because you're trying to prove anything, but because you carry something rare, a presence, a quiet confidence, a mindset that separates you from the crowd. That's the Sigma girl mindset. See, most people think that to be noticed, to be respected, you have to be the loudest, the most popular, the center of attention. But a Sigma girl, she doesn't chase validation. She doesn't need a crowd to feel powerful. She moves in silence, but every step she takes leaves an impact. She's the girl who walks down the hallway alone, not because she has no friends, but because she doesn't need a group to define her. She's selective about who gets access to her energy. She understands that not everyone deserves a front row seat to her life. And that's what makes her mysterious. That's what makes her irresistible. But here's the thing, this mindset isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. It's a choice. It's about realizing that you don't have to fit in to belong. You don't have to follow the trends to be relevant. A Sigma girl creates her own path, her own style, her own vibe, and people can't help but notice. Think about the most magnetic people in the world, the ones who don't try too hard, the ones who don't seek approval. They have one thing in common: they know who they are, and they own it. A Sigma girl is the type of girl who walks into a classroom and doesn't rush to find a seat next to the cool kids. She picks a seat where she feels comfortable, where she can think, where she can observe. She listens more than she speaks, but when she does speak, people listen, because every word she says has weight. She's not afraid to sit alone at lunch if it means protecting her peace. She's not afraid to say no to plans that don't align with her energy. She's not afraid to walk away from drama, gossip, or negativity. And that's what makes her powerful, because in a world where everyone wants to be seen, she chooses to be felt. And let's talk about her mindset when it comes to competition. A Sigma girl doesn't compete, not because she's scared, but because she doesn't see other girls as her competition. She knows that the only person she's trying to be better than is the person she was yesterday. She hypes other girls up. She supports, she uplifts, but she never lets anyone's success make her question her own worth. But let's be real, this isn't always easy. The world will try to break a girl like this. People will call her too quiet, too different, too intimidating. They'll wonder why she doesn't beg for attention, why she doesn't follow the crowd, why she seems so untouchable. But that's exactly what makes her unforgettable. A Sigma girl isn't about perfection. She has insecurities, she has doubts, she has moments where she wonders if she's doing the right thing. But the difference is, she doesn't let those moments define her. She feels everything, but she doesn't let those feelings control her. She's emotional, but she's not emotional in a way that makes her weak. She's emotional in a way that makes her deep, real, unshakable. So if you're in school right now, feeling like you don't quite fit in, feeling like you're different, good. That's your power. That's your edge. Don't run from it. Embrace it. Because one day, all those people who don't understand you now, they'll wish they had your mindset. And that, right there, is the Sigma girl mindset. Number 2, confidence in solitude. There's something powerful about a girl who doesn't need a crowd to validate her. A girl who walks alone, yet never feels lonely. A girl who isn't waiting for approval, attention, or a social circle to tell her who she is. That's what makes a Sigma girl different. She thrives in her own space. She owns her solitude. And in that solitude, she finds confidence. Unshakable, undeniable confidence. You see, most people think being alone is scary. They think it means you have no one, that you're missing out. But a Sigma girl, she knows better. She understands that solitude isn't emptiness. It's freedom. It's where she hears her own voice the loudest. It's where she grows, sharpens her mind, and builds herself into someone unstoppable. Imagine this. You walk into school, and while everyone else is desperately trying to fit in, blend in, or be noticed, you're simply existing in your own world. Calm, composed, untouchable. People notice that, not because you're trying, but because you're different. And different is powerful. But here's the truth. Being comfortable in solitude doesn't come easy. Society tells you that you need a big friend group, that you need to be popular, that your value depends on how many people want to be around you. But none of that is real. What's real is how you feel when you're by yourself. Do you like your own company? Do you trust your own thoughts? Can you sit in silence without needing distractions? A Sigma girl doesn't just endure solitude, she embraces it. She turns it into her superpower. While others waste time chasing approval, she uses her alone time to get stronger. She reads, she learns, she thinks. She builds her own world so solidly that no one else can shake it. Think about the strongest, most iconic women in history. Were they always surrounded by people? They had moments of deep solitude, moments where they figured out who they really were, what they really wanted, and how they were going to get it. Confidence in solitude means walking into a room and not needing anyone's validation. It means enjoying your own company just as much, if not more, than being with others. It's about knowing that your energy is valuable, and you don't just give it away to anyone. And here's the best part. When you master this, people will start gravitating toward you, not because you need them, but because they're drawn to your energy. They'll wonder why you don't chase after attention, why you don't beg for company. And that mystery, that's what makes a Sigma girl unforgettable. So next time you're alone, don't see it as a weakness. See it as an opportunity to grow, to build, to sharpen your mind. Because the more comfortable you are in your solitude, the more unstoppable you become. That's the power of a Sigma girl. That's the confidence that changes everything. Number 3, master the art of mystery. There's something captivating about a person who doesn't reveal all their secrets. It's not about playing games or being manipulative. It's about the art of holding back just enough to spark curiosity, to make people want to know more about you. In school, being a Sigma girl means not being an open book to everyone. It's about guarding your personal world, keeping a little mystery, and letting that intrigue others. When you have that quiet confidence, the power of your presence grows. You don't need to constantly explain yourself or seek validation from others. Your actions, your words, the way you carry yourself, all of it speaks volumes without ever saying too much. Being mysterious doesn't mean being distant or closed off. It's about choosing what you share and when. You don't need to tell everyone your life story right away. Instead, you let people earn that trust, earn that knowledge. It's like peeling back layers of an onion, And the deeper they go, the more they realize just how multifaceted and intriguing you are. You become an enigma, not because you try to be, but because you understand the power of your own energy. When you hold back, you create space for others to wonder. They'll start to pay attention to you, to notice the little things you do and say. And because they don't have all the answers, they'll naturally start to respect you more. The mystery forces them to be thoughtful in their interactions with you. They'll be more cautious with their words, more careful about how they approach you. In a world where people are constantly oversharing, you stand out as someone who knows how to keep their personal life, their emotions, their true self under wraps until they decide it's time to let someone in. Think about it. How often do you get curious about someone who's a bit reserved, who doesn't just spill everything about their day-to-day life? That person is compelling. They make you wonder about what they're thinking, what they really care about, and why they act the way they do. This mystery creates an aura of strength and independence. People want to be around someone who has their own world, someone who isn't constantly seeking approval or attention. As a Sigma girl, mastering this art allows you to navigate your relationships with more grace. You become selective with your energy, and that's a powerful thing. You decide who gets to see the real you, and who gets to know the stories that make you who you are. It's about maintaining a sense of control over how much of yourself you reveal. The mystery isn't about hiding. It's about revealing your essence on your own terms. It's about giving just enough to make people feel like they've discovered something special about you, but never enough for them to fully figure you out. In a world where everyone is constantly putting their lives on display, being a Sigma girl means knowing when to step back and maintain that quiet strength. You don't need to share everything. Your life, your mind, your soul, they're all sacred, and you get to decide who's worthy of a glimpse into it. The art of mystery is your secret weapon in a world that often values transparency. Hold that power close and let it work for you, not against you. When you master the art of mystery, you transform into someone unforgettable, a person who commands attention without asking for it. Number 4, selective social circle. In life, it's easy to get caught up in the pressure to be liked by everyone. The truth is, you don't need to be everyone's friend. A selective social circle is key to maintaining a healthy mindset, and it's something a Sigma girl understands deeply. She doesn't waste her time trying to impress others or fit into social norms. Instead, she carefully curates the people she surrounds herself with. It's about quality, not quantity. The people you let into your life should add value, whether it's through meaningful conversations, support during hard times, or simply the shared understanding that you're both on the same wavelength. Being selective doesn't mean being cold or dismissive. It's about recognizing that your time and energy are precious, and they should be spent with those who align with your values, goals, and growth. As a Sigma girl, you know that toxic friendships or shallow relationships only drain you, leaving you with nothing but negativity. And let's face it, school can be full of drama, cliques, and people who will only bring you down. But you don't have to engage in that. The Sigma girl knows how to keep her distance from anything that doesn't contribute to her well-being. She has learned to protect her peace by being discerning with her social interactions. Having a selective circle also means being okay with solitude. While the world may value constant interaction, a Sigma girl doesn't fear being alone. She understands that solitude is where she can truly reflect, recharge, and grow. It's in those quiet moments where you can better understand who you are, what you need, and how you can elevate yourself. This inner peace gives you the strength to choose your friends wisely, to only surround yourself with those who encourage you to be better, not bring you down to their level. The Sigma girl's social circle is a small yet powerful one. It's made up of people who understand the importance of mutual respect, independence, and honesty. They don't try to control each other or force expectations. Instead, they lift each other up, support each other's goals, and value growth. Each person in the circle is aware of their worth and doesn't feel the need to constantly seek validation from others. This makes the bonds deeper and more meaningful. There's no competition, just genuine connection. Sometimes it's easy to feel like you're missing out if you're not involved in every event, every group chat, or every social gathering. But remember, the Sigma girl doesn't need to be everywhere to prove she's living her best life. She chooses the moments that matter, the people who matter, and the opportunities that bring her closer to her personal goals. That's the strength of having a selective social circle. It's not about excluding people, it's about knowing where your energy is best spent and making space for what truly serves you. At the end of the day, your social circle should empower you. It should push you to grow, challenge you to think differently, and remind you of your value. A Sigma girl doesn't settle for less. She knows the importance of curating a circle of people who believe in her vision and understand the path she's walking. She doesn't let the noise of the world affect her. Instead, she moves in silence, creating bonds that are real and lasting, with only those who truly deserve a place in her life. It's about quality connections that help you become the best version of yourself. Remember, being a Sigma girl isn't about being distant or cold. It's about understanding the power of your own energy and choosing to spend it with those who respect that power. Number 5. Silent success. Silent success is a concept that not many people understand, but those who do live with a quiet confidence that speaks volumes. It's not about shouting your accomplishments from the rooftops or constantly seeking validation from others. It's about achieving greatness with grace, humility, and an unshakable belief in yourself. Silent success is powerful because it doesn't need external recognition to feel fulfilled. It thrives in the shadows, focusing more on the work and the results rather than the applause. This is what sets the Sigma girl apart from the crowd. When you're focused on silent success, you stop comparing yourself to everyone else. You stop measuring your worth against the standards that society and peers try to impose on you. Instead, you start building your own path, defining your own victories, and taking pride in the progress that only you truly understand. This journey is deeply personal, and its rewards are often invisible to the outside world. But to you, every step forward is a win, a testament to your resilience, your discipline, and your unwavering commitment to yourself. The beauty of silent success is that it doesn't require a stage to shine. It grows quietly in the corners of your life, in your study sessions, in your self-reflection, in the choices you make when no one is watching. It's in how you keep your head high when challenges arise, how you stay calm under pressure, and how you find solutions instead of dwelling on problems. Success is not always loud. It's in the strength of your decisions, the consistency of your actions, and the way you handle life with dignity, no matter how hard it gets. And here's the most remarkable thing about silent success. It inspires others without you having to try. People are drawn to your energy because they can see something different in you. You don't need to announce every achievement. The way you carry yourself does all the talking. Your focus, your discipline, your inner drive become an example to others without a single word being spoken. When you live in silent success, you naturally become a beacon for those who aspire to achieve greatness without seeking the spotlight. What makes silent success so emotionally rewarding is that it doesn't depend on external recognition. You learn to value yourself, your progress, and your journey, regardless of whether the world acknowledges it. This inner satisfaction becomes your fuel, your reason to keep going, and your source of joy. The Sigma girl understands this on a deep level. She knows that true success isn't about what others see. It's about what she feels within herself, and that's what makes her unstoppable. She doesn't need a loud applause to validate her journey. The quiet success she feels in her heart is all she needs. Number 6. No need for approval. Being a Sigma girl means you're not out here chasing validation from anyone. In a world where so many people are conditioned to seek constant approval from others, whether it's from friends, teachers, or society at large, you stand apart. You're not relying on external praise to feel good about yourself. That's one of the most powerful characteristics of a Sigma girl, knowing that your self-worth doesn't depend on anyone else's opinion. It's an inner confidence that radiates because you've already decided who you are, and that's enough. You don't need the validation of others to know your value. Imagine walking through your school halls with your head held high, not because you're trying to show off, but because you're secure in yourself. The Sigma girl doesn't try to fit into anyone's mold. She doesn't follow trends just because they're popular. She's comfortable in her own skin, and that confidence speaks volumes to everyone around her. When you stop seeking approval, you stop giving away your power. You begin to recognize that approval is just an illusion, something that when it's fleeting can leave you feeling empty. But true self-validation comes from within, and that's the kind of strength that makes you stand out in the crowd. Think about all those times you've adjusted your personality, your choices, or even your beliefs just to fit in. How many times have you tried to please others at the cost of your own happiness? A Sigma girl doesn't fall into this trap. She walks with purpose, and that purpose is rooted in her authentic self. She doesn't bend to the whims of others. She's guided by her own values and goals. There's a quiet strength in this. While the world around her may hustle to gain approval, she's in no rush. She knows that true growth happens when you stop looking to others to tell you who you are. You create your own story, your own rules, and that's where real power lies. Being a Sigma girl in school isn't about being loud or rebellious. It's about having the inner peace to live life on your terms. When you stop needing others to approve of you, something incredible happens. You start to attract the right people. The ones who respect you for who you truly are. The ones who don't just see the surface, but understand the depth of your character. They recognize that your power doesn't come from seeking their approval, but from owning your truth. This quiet confidence draws people in because it's rare. Most people are too busy trying to meet the expectations of others to realize how freeing it is to just be yourself. So, let go of the pressure to be liked by everyone. Stop trying to meet standards that were never meant for you. The Sigma girl doesn't need to seek validation from others because her worth is already set in stone. You are enough, just as you are. And when you embrace this, you'll find that the world around you starts to change. You'll find yourself more confident, more powerful, and ready to take on anything that comes your way. This is what being a Sigma girl is all about. No need for approval, just a deep trust in yourself. Number 7. Confidence, not arrogance. Confidence is the key to being a true Sigma girl in school. It's the quiet strength that doesn't need to shout, doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. It's knowing your worth without needing validation from others. Confidence comes from within, and it radiates effortlessly when you're comfortable in your own skin. But here's where many get it wrong. There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. Confidence is a calm, self-assured energy that others feel. Arrogance, on the other hand, is rooted in insecurity. Arrogance wants to make others feel small to feel bigger, while true confidence simply is, without needing to diminish anyone else. As a Sigma girl, you understand the importance of owning your space. You know you don't need to compete or compare. You rise above it all. Your presence doesn't need to be loud or brash. It just needs to be authentic. Arrogance, in contrast, often masks insecurity. It's a facade that tries to convince others that you're superior, but deep down, it's a sign of weakness, because it's built on the fear of being exposed or vulnerable. Confidence, on the other hand, is solid. It's unwavering. When you're confident, you don't have to prove anything. You don't need the approval of others to define who you are. Being a Sigma girl means being secure in your individuality. You're not following trends or trying to fit into some mold that society dictates. You define your own path, and that's what makes you powerful. People are drawn to authentic confidence. It's magnetic. When you walk into a room with confidence, others notice. Not because you're loud or flashy, but because your energy speaks volumes. You don't need to boast. Your actions do the talking. Confidence is also about not being afraid to stand alone when necessary. A Sigma girl isn't afraid to be different, even if it means being misunderstood. You don't care about being popular. You're not looking for constant praise or attention. You're not out here trying to be better than anyone else. You're out here just being the best version of you, and that's enough. Arrogance, on the other hand, thrives on trying to one-up others, seeking constant validation, and living for the applause of the crowd. It's exhausting. True confidence, however, is effortless. It's like breathing. You don't even think about it. It just is. The people who truly respect you are the ones who see the quiet strength you carry. They're not intimidated by your confidence. Instead, they're inspired by it. Confidence is something that you build over time through experiences and self-reflection. It's not about being perfect. It's about embracing your flaws and imperfections with grace. It's about learning from your mistakes and moving forward without letting them define you. As a Sigma girl, you know that your worth is not dependent on others' opinions. You're not out here chasing validation. You're out here creating your own value, carving your own path. You understand that the greatest strength lies in being humble, in recognizing that you don't have to tear others down to lift yourself up. Arrogance may seem powerful in the short term, but true confidence is what will take you far in life. It's sustainable, it's lasting, and it's something that cannot be faked. So be the Sigma girl who walks into the room with a quiet, unshakable confidence. Be the girl who stands firm in her beliefs, who doesn't need the approval of others to feel worthy. Be the girl who inspires others with her strength and authenticity. Because when you embody true confidence, you don't just attract respect, you command it. Being a Sigma girl isn't about being perfect. It's about being undeniably you. It's about knowing that your power doesn't come from the crowd. It comes from within. A Sigma girl doesn't argue for respect. She simply expects it. And if someone doesn't give it, she walks away. No drama, no begging, just quiet strength. So if you're ready to stop chasing attention and start attracting it, then welcome to the Sigma girl era. Like, share and subscribe for more unstoppable energy.